Is your borderline mom also narcissistic? This is a question you guys are asking me just about every day. And I understand why, because it's very confusing. And if you do have a borderline mom, she probably fits a lot of the criteria for what you're reading about people who are narcissistic. So I'm going to break it down. So, first of all, can someone have borderline personality disorder and narcissistic personality disorder? The answer is yes. Yes, they absolutely can have both. People can have more than one personality disorder, they can have more than one of any kind of mental disorder at the same time. And oftentimes, people with personality disorders do have traits of another as well. This is super common. However, somebody can have borderline personality disorder and not have narcissistic personality disorder. However, they still appear narcissistic. And here's why. When somebody has borderline personality disorder, they generally have very little self awareness and very little ability to self reflect. Now, this is not the case with every single person who has this disorder, but generally speaking, this is the case. So, what happens is they truly believe that other people are the reason for their problems. They truly believe it. And this is why they have such a difficult time taking any responsibility for their own behavior. And this is the reason why they blame other people instead, because they really cannot see that they are the problem, even if they're causing their own problems. And this is the nature of personality disorders in general. I mean, any personality disorder that you can think of, this is the nature of those disorders, which is why they're all grouped together. So, this goes for narcissistic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, paranoid personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, obsessive compulsive personality disorder. With all of these personality disorders, the people who have them have a very difficult time seeing that they are part of the problem. And this is why when you are trying to reason with your borderline personality disordered mom, she cannot see it no matter what. You could prove your point in the most logical way. You could make so much sense. You could say it in the most compassionate way. It doesn't matter. If she is in a state, especially if she's in a heightened state, she is not going to see it, which is why in those moments you're like, hey, like, is my mom narcissistic? And the more self awareness somebody has in general, the more likely they are to heal, which is why when people have borderline personality disorder, they have such a hard time going for help, accepting help. Now, again, not always the case. There are people with borderline personality disorder who do seek help and do get better. But oftentimes, this is the thing preventing them from getting better. It's because they don't see that they're part of the problem. So, yes, your borderline mom does appear narcissistic. She may or may not have narcissistic personality disorder on top of the borderline, but the nature of borderline personality disorder is that she will appear narcissistic, and you are not imagining it.